All right, it's Friday, May 15th. Fun fact, today is my older brother's birthday. I think he is 32 now, 32 or 33. I can't remember. But anyways, um, so today's types of studies, we just have this notes and then one more set of notes on Monday, and then we are done for the year. So going into types of studies. So we've already talked about population and sample and statistics. So these are what a researcher would do, the types of studies they would do to find information about a population or sample. So the easiest one to do is a survey. Basically, you just choose a sample from the entire population and you ask them the same set of questions for everyone, and then you just write down what they respond. So that's a survey. The pros is it's really easy. You just choose a sample and you have them answer questions. The con is that in a survey, the participants can respond whatever they want. So you're not really controlling anything, because me doing a survey, I could just lie and say that I have, whatever response that I want to. I could just make up whatever I want. Like if I'm doing a survey, they're trying to find information about election results, like who people are going to vote for. I could just lie and say that I'm going to vote for Grumpy Cat, RIP. But anyways, so that's the issue with a survey. So in that case, you would do an experiment. In an experiment, you as a researcher are controlling all the variables. You're controlling the environment, you're controlling what you're giving to the participants, and you are the one recording everything. So it's not like the participants are just reporting to you whatever they want. Now, the pros is you control everything in experiments, so usually they're really reliable, as opposed to a survey where you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt, if you will. Like you take it at what they say, at face value, versus an experiment. You are in control of everything, so that's good. That's really good. The only problem is experiment takes time, money. You usually can't do as big of a sample as a survey, so that's where it's maybe not as good. So that's where you would do, oh, and also with an experiment, there are some cases where you can't conduct an experiment. So for example, if you want to find the effects of cigarettes on people, you can't just you can't just have one group that doesn't smoke cigarettes and then have another group of people and tell them to start smoking cigarettes. Why can't you do that? Because that's not ethical. Cigarettes kill people, so you can't tell people to start smoking cigarettes. So in that case, you would do something that's called an observational study. So you're controlling less, but you're still writing down the results. So you're observing the individuals doing stuff that they're already doing on their own. You don't control anything, but you're the one that writes it down, the results. So it's a little bit better than a survey or an experiment in a couple of cases. But ideally, if you could control it, an experiment would be the best. So let's just practice figuring out which scenario or which type of study each one is. So in the first one, a gym asks customers whether they would prefer if the gym opened earlier in the morning. So in this case, it's not an experiment because the gym isn't controlling anything. They're not giving some customers earlier access and then some customers have to come in later. They're not controlling anything like that. They're just asking the customers to report whatever they want. So they are asking the questions to the customers, therefore this is a survey. All right, next example. A gym counts the number of customers that come in before 8 a.m. So in this case, they're not asking the customers anything, so it's definitely not a survey. And also they aren't applying any kind of treatment or, having one group do one thing and then another group do another thing. So then that means it's not an experiment either. So this is an observational study. Why is it an observational study? Well, the gym is literally just observing the number of customers that come in before 8 a.m. So they're just observing it and recording it. So that's why it's an observational study. And then the last one, a gym tracks 50 customers' body weights for 1 month. Then they give those same 50 customers a new type of protein shake to drink after every workout for a second month, and then records their body weight for that. So they have the 50 customers record their body weight for 1 month, doing whatever they normally do. Then for the next month, they have them drink a new type of protein shake and then records the results from that one. So in this case, you have a treatment where you're giving the customers a new protein shake, and then you, as a researcher, are recording the results. Therefore, this is an experiment. And then later on in another section, we're going to talk about, see it says new type of protein shake. That's called the treatment. So experiments always have some kind of treatment, something that you're doing to one group that you're not doing to another group. That way you can compare the results. So this is an experiment. Okay, well, here's your homework. So 3 scenarios, and you're just figuring out which one is an observational study, which one is an experiment, and which one is a survey.